Hello and welcome back to Wendy's Way. Today we are following our journey in fiber. Hopefully the long-awaited, the long in production from my point of view, tutorial on, it's going to be at least a two-part tutorial for the Midnight Walk Shawl that I've been working on. Midnight Walk, Helena Molinsky. It's gorgeous. I know that you've seen, I've shown you many times. I am making it with the Madonna yarn from Ice Yarns. You can find this, the Madonna yarn, in many colors at wendysway.yarnshopping.com. I'm not sure if you can see it. You likely can. When I hold up my shawl that I've been working on not very often lately, that I have made a mistake. I have more stitches on this side than on this side. And when I was practicing for my tutorial, going back and reading through the first part, I saw where I made my mistake and why my shawl is lopsided. My problem, and maybe you can give me some advice on this, or your opinion at the very least. The yarn is wool, mohair, and acrylic. And from what I understand, anything that has mohair in it is an absolute struggle to frog, to undo once you've crocheted it. The fibers in the mohair tend to lock together once you've crocheted, and in an effort to frog it, you may end up breaking the yarn. This I don't want to do. So I'm in the process of deciding. I don't think I can fix it. If I do, it's gonna look funny because the line's gonna go this way and then back this way. And the other option I can think of, other than frogging or fixing, would be go ahead and order another package of the yarn. Because I always need more yarn. And because I wasn't sure whether or not four skeins was going to be enough to give me a great, big, beautiful shawl anyway. So I could just let this go. It's not quite one skein. And I could let it go and start over. Anyway, this is just the intro to this journey in fiber. And I am actually going to be able to connect these videos. And the second half will be part one of the tutorial for the Midnight Walk Shawl by Helena Molinsky. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you will grab your yarn and let's have some fun. Okay, we're going to start our tutorial for the Midnight Walk Shawl that we've been working. Going to make the tutorial in two parts. There are 8 rows of stitching to this pattern. The first 4 you only do once, and then rows 5 through 8 you repeat until the shawl is as big as you want it to be. So on this first part of the tutorial, we are just going to make the first 4 rows. I'm going to be working with a generic bulky yarn that I picked up at the thrift store. I don't think I even have the paper for it anymore to tell you what it is. But I'm just using this generic yarn and a size 9mm hook so that you can see the stitches. Okay, I'm going to start with a slip knot. I'm sure there are 100 ways to make a slip knot. That's how my mama taught me to do it. 9mm hook. It's a big bad mamma jamma. It's one of my Susan Bates hooks. I love them because I hold my hook like a pencil, and the thumb rest is closer to the hook than other models. Some hooks or crochet hooks don't even have a thumb rest anymore because so many people hold their hook overhanded. Okay, here we go. We're going to set it up. The first row we're going to make for this pattern is, I'll talk through it and then I'll talk through it as I do it. It's chain 5, slip stitch into the first chain, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3, 5 double crochet. So we are making the absolute base of our shawl. So we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to slip stitch in the front of the chain to make a circle, which simply means you go through the loop, through the first chain, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. You've now made a circle. All right, then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's a sharp hook. We're going to put 4 double crochet around the circle, which means we're just going to be putting our hook in the middle of the circle with everything that we do on this row. So double crochet means yarn over, go through, yarn over again. See if you can see that. There we are. Pull through, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. We're going to do 3 more. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Chain 3, 4 double crochet. Now we're going to chain 3 again. Then we're going to put 5 double crochet on the other side, and that will make our sides even, make our triangle. That's 1. That's 2. Three. I often have to slide it over and pack it a little tighter to get all the stitches you need in a circle. That's 4. And that is 5. See, now this is our beginning. It doesn't look like much yet, but this is the beginning of the shawl. This is going to be the flat side. This is going to be the point of the triangle. And from this, we're going back and forth and back and forth, and we're going to turn our work on every round. So that's 1. Put our hook back in there, snug it up. Now when I turn from right to left so that the yarn I'm working with is on the back side of my hook. If you were to turn the other way, left to right, the yarn you'll be working with is on the front side. I don't care for it that way. I like it on the back side, so I turned this way. Makes it easier for me to yarn over and without messing up the front of the stitch. Okay, row 2. Row 2 is chain 2, Skip the first stitch, 4 front post half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in the chain space, chain 2, and then another 2 half double in the chain space, and 4 more front post half double crochet, and 1 half double in the last. So here we go. Chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to skip the first stitch, which is this one that we come out of. And now we're going to do a front post half double crochet. If you've done a half double before, that simply means yarn over, go through, yarn over, and then pull through all 3. But a front post means that instead of going through the stitch up here, the hook goes around the post or the body of the stitch. So we are going to put our hook in and out. Front post means that the post of the stitch is in front of the hook. It's the easiest way for me to remember it. Now you bring the yarn across, yarn over, pull it up, and you don't want it real tight here. You kind of want to pull it up, so it's a little looser. Otherwise it'll wad up your work. So pull it up a little bit, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 loops on the hook just like you would in a regular half double. We need 4 of those, so we're going to do it again. Yarn over, go in and out to put the front post in, or put the post in front of the hook. Bring your yarn over, pull it through, pull it up straight, yarn over, and pull through all 3. We have 2 front post half doubles. Here's number 3. And here's number 4. All right, we've reached the chain loop. Now we're going to do 2 half doubles, chain 2, and 2 more half doubles to make sure that our point stays a point. Okay, this is a regular half double going through the chain loop. Yarn over, through, pull through all 3. So there's our 2 half doubles, our chain 2, oops, missed a thread there. There we go. Two more half doubles. And see, now the chain maintains the point in our triangle. Excuse me. Next step then is going to be to match the other side. We need 4 front post half double crochet. So yarn over, go around the post so it's in front of the hook, yarn over, pull it up, pull through 3. There's 1. There's 2. Three. Oopsie. Gotten a little loose of my big bulky yarn. That's 4 front post half double. And the last stitch is a half double in the 3rd chain. Yarn over. Push it through. Yep, right there, I believe. Nope. Gotten under that one. Through so that you have 2 strands on the top. Pull it up. Pull through all 3. Okay, that was our second round. Now we'll lay it out here. Let's pull that through. not seeing it right up top. Now you can see we're building a triangle. And this is going to be the whole thing, back and forth, back and forth. Alrighty. I'm not going to read through the next row. You don't need me to do that. I'll just talk through it as I go. I really do welcome all of your comments and your questions on my tutorials because this is new for me and I need to know how you like to learn. Whether I'm presenting it in a way that's helpful for you or if I should be doing something different for you. Please let me know. All right, I'm going to turn my work again to put the yarn on the back side. And row 3 starts with a chain 1. Put a single crochet in the first stitch, which is right here. Single crochet is just push through and then pull through both. Then we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to skip 2 stitches and single in the next. So skipping 2 means this one and this one, and then we're going to single in the next. Push through, grab it, pull through both. Okay. We're going to do that twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 2, go into the next one, right here on the corner. Single crochet. All right, now we've gotten to our point again. We're going to chain 4. We're going to single crochet in the middle of the chain space on our point. So just go through the chain space and single. And then chain 4 again. And we're going to single in the first stitch, which to match the other side means right here. This is where I made my mistake on my shawl. The reason that I have to frog it or forget it. Because when I came around that corner, instead of going in the first stitch, I was going in the second stitch. And so everything grew this way and shrunk that way. Okay. We've gone that far. Now we're going to chain 4 again. Skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the third, chain 4 again, and we're going to single crochet. We're going to skip 2, single crochet in the last one. Okay, not going to take it completely off the hook. I need to pick up my camera a little bit. Stop slouching. All right, that was the third row. Our triangle is growing. Okay, 4th row. That'll be the end of this tutorial. Okay, turn our work. Down here where you can see it. Turn our work. We are going to chain 4. And we're going to put 2 single crochet around this chain space here from the last row. Right through the center of it. 2 single crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 and we're going to put 2 single crochet around the next chain space. 1 and 2. And we'll put 2 single crochet there. Then we're going, oh, we do that twice. Sorry. Chain 2. Here's the next chain space. So 2 single. Okay. Now we're about halfway there. So we need to maintain our point, and that requires a chain 3. Now we'll put 2 single crochet in the next chain space. Chain 2. 2 single around the next chain space to make our sides symmetrical. And chain 2 again. 2 single crochet around our next chain space. Chain 2 again. And then we're going to put a half double crochet in the last single on the row. So yarn over. I believe we are there. We're going to put through here, pull it up, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, amazingly enough, that is the first half. There we are. Make it lay correctly so that you can see it. Make sure I actually did it right. That's the first half of the Midnight Walk Shawl tutorial. Basically, on this side, you can see where we put our double crochets and chains and front posts in the circle. And then when you turn it over, see, this is what that half front post half double looks like from the front. But when you turn it over, this will end up being the front of the shawl. And you'll see this ridge right here. And as you go round and round more, back and forth, that's where this beautiful ridge comes from. It's the back side of your front post stitch. Makes it stand up in a ridge on the opposite. So there we are. That's the first half of our tutorial. I hope you will join me for the second half, where we show you how to do rows 5 through 8 that are repeating until you finish. Thank you again for joining us on Wendy's Way. We hope that you'll subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and come back and join us just as often as you like. May the good Lord bless you and keep you today and always.